Alright, fantasy ballers. My name's Mr. Football.
Game Week 3 is on its way, and if you want some transfer tips, then I'm your ball. Let's check out this week's fixtures, shall we? First up, it's Manchester United, who haven't conceded a goal yet, versus Newcastle, who haven't scored away yet. Then Crystal Palace take on Aston Villa. Both teams won their away game, but lost at home. Then the form team Leicester City, with their 100% record, take on Tottenham. Norwich, who smashed Sunderland last week, are at home to Stoke, who salvaged a 2-2 draw against Spurs last week. Then Crisis Club Sunderland, who have conceded 7 goals so far, play Swansea, who look like they've got goal scorers throughout the team, so Sunderland could be in more trouble there. West Ham host newly promoted Bournemouth, who are still looking for their first point. And then West Brom take on the other crisis club, Chelsea, who are already 5 points off the league leaders. Everton face Manchester City. Both teams won 3-0 last week. And then Watford play Southampton, who have played already this week in Europe on Thursday night. Lastly, Arsenal take on Liverpool, and that's always an interesting fixture. Right then, if you're looking for a new shot stopper, here are my top 5 goalkeepers. At number 1, Sergio Romero. Manchester United have had 2 clean sheets so far, and a home tie against Newcastle will probably bring a third. Number 2, Lucas Fabianski. Swansea look a complete working unit so far, and they travel to hapless Sunderland, so they should be in control of that game. At number 3, back after his 1-game suspension, Chelsea's Thibaut Courtois. Mourinho needs to get his team back on track this week, and that usually starts with a tight defence. At number 4, Manchester City's Joe Hart. City are the form team at the moment, yet to concede a goal. Only trouble is they are away at Everton, who have scored 5 in 2 games. At number 5, a cheap option in Jack Butland. Stoke are going to be an exciting team to watch this year, and with Butland at the back, they've got a great shot stopper, with some very nice fixtures coming up in the next few weeks. If you need a new defender, here are my top 5. Number 1 on the list, Matteo Darmian. 2 clean sheets so far in his only 2 Premiership matches, and 2-point bonus in each. A good choice in the Manchester United back line. At 2, Swansea's Neil Taylor. A good chance of a clean sheet this weekend, and the way Sunderland are conceding goals, he could get an assist too. Number 3, Manchester City's Alexander Kolarov. He's a very able fullback, but he also loves to get forward. Great at pinging in crosses, and he takes some free kicks too. So plenty of possibilities for goal-related points. At number 4, Crystal Palace's Papa Soare. A home tie to Aston Villa, who have been a bit toothless so far up front. He could also get you an assist, as he did in Game Week 1. At 5, Tottenham's Eric Dier. Playing the holding role in midfield, he gets a bit further forward than most defenders, and he's great at scoring at corners, as he did last weekend. Looking for a goal-scoring midfielder? I've got a handful of them. At number 1 this week, it's Andre Ayew from Swansea. He looks very comfortable in his new team, playing just behind the main striker. He's scored in both games so far, and away at Sunderland this weekend, there's a good chance he'll make it 3 out of 3. Number 2, West Ham's Dimitri Payet, another new boy who looks like he's been in the team for years. A genuine playmaker with an assist and a goal to his name so far, and a home match against Bournemouth coming up. Bound to be involved in the points this week. At number 3, it's Leicester's surprise package, Riyad Mahrez. Top scorer in the whole competition so far. He's scored every week, and you could imagine he'll be getting some more points when he faces Tottenham at home this weekend. Number 4 this week is Manchester United's winger, Memphis Depay. After scoring 2 goals in midweek in the Champions League qualifier, he suddenly looks like the main man in Manchester. He's eager to get the ball and even more keen to strike it into the back of the net or provide for another to do so. Number 5, it's Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. My most expensive midfielder, but if you can afford him, he's well worth the money. Whenever he gets the ball, he just gets on full attack and just wants his team to score. Whether he sets it up or scores it himself, he's highly likely to be involved. Plenty of points coming his way this season. If you need a forward to bag you some goals, here's my top 5 boys. Number 1, the best striker in the league, Sergio Aguero. With Manchester City firing on all cylinders and Aguero back in the side, there's only one result. Points for Kun Aguero. At 2, Swansea's Bafétimbi Gomez. Scored in both weeks so far this season and seems to be taking his chances better this year. Away to Sunderland, could be a few goals for his team, so a good chance he'll be involved. At 3, Graziano Pella. The Southampton strikers looked on form this season, away to Watford, who look like they're going to concede goals. At 4, West Ham's Diafra Sakho. Yet to score this season, but he's a natural-born striker. And at home to Bournemouth, whose attacking style will leave gaps at the back, might give him the opportunity to open his account. Cheap at £6.5 million too. At number 5, Watford's Troy Deeney. A very cheap option for your forward line. Prolific in the Championship last year, Deeney can't wait to score. He's had several attempts so far this season. At home to Southampton this week, who so far this season have conceded 5. It's over to you now, fantasy ballers. Let the transfers commence. See you next week.